All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're unpacking a seriously complex and honestly shocking case. And get this, the whole thing unraveled because of a single 12-second viral clip. We are looking at a story that didn't just expose a massive underground syndicate, it laid bare some deeply rooted systemic issues. It's a fascinating, kind of terrifying look at how a carefully constructed criminal empire operates right out in the open. So, to set the stage here, picture this. Footage surfaces online showing a woman walking out of a police station, but she does not look like your typical suspect. This woman, named Anmol, though she's widely known by her alias Pinky, is strolling out completely uncuffed. She's dressed down in a comfy nightsuit, she's got a face mask on, she's actually wearing sunglasses indoors, and she's just casually sipping from a bottle of mineral water. What makes this so mind-boggling is she looks way less like an arrested criminal and much more like a VIP walking with her own personal police entourage. I mean, how does someone in custody get that kind of treatment? It is just a stark, unbelievable contrast. On one side, you have this untouchable VIP guest persona, right? But on the flip side is a really grim criminal reality. This isn't just somebody brought in for a minor slip-up. Pinky is a wanted syndicate boss with more than 10 first information reports, or FIRs, filed against her. And as we're going to see, the lengths she went to hide her identity, literally like something out of a Hollywood thriller.
Part 1. Rise of the Queen Pin.
To understand how she got this untouchable status, we actually have to trace her roots back to Karachi's Baloch Para. Down there, narcotics was unfortunately the family business, originally started by her father. The timeline really kicks off in 2018 when her brother Saber gets arrested. That's when Pinky steps up and takes over the whole operation. By September 2019, the police filed their very first FIR directly against her. Fast forward to January 2022 over in Lahore, and her other brother, Riaz, gets caught with 15 kilos of narcotics. He explicitly confesses that he runs the business with his sister Pinky. Yet somehow, she completely escapes. And shockingly, just 2 months later in March 2022, Riaz walks totally free, acquitted due to a quote-unquote lack of evidence. She was consistently staying one step ahead while her brothers took the fall.
She was notoriously slippery. I mean, most criminals might wear gloves or wipe down a doorknob, right? Well, Pinky allegedly went to the jaw-dropping extreme of burning her own fingerprints off with acid. You heard that right. She did this to completely wipe any biometric trace of herself from the police databases. That is a chilling level of commitment to the game.
Part 2. The Gold Drug Syndicate. Now, we need to understand that this wasn't just some street-level dealing. Over 13 years, Pinky built a highly organized empire that literally functioned like a modern corporation. She didn't just sell narcotics, she actually created her own premium brand called Gold. It was managed by her frontman, a guy named Ainullah, who, by the way, is still on the run. They supplied high-end narcotics, offered 24-hour delivery, and even had tiered pricing, with exclusive discount rates starting at 10,000 Pakistani rupees. She practically franchised her syndicate. And you know, any good brand tracks its metrics, right? This highly organized operation boasted an elite, perfectly documented client list of exactly 851 customers. Think about that. Not 850, not around 1,000, exactly 851. That level of meticulous record-keeping tells you exactly how sophisticated the whole shebang was.
And these weren't just ordinary clients either. Her target demographic? The most affluent, well-guarded neighborhoods, places like the Defense Housing Authority in Clifton. She was supplying top-tier, elite schools and colleges, directly targeting youth in high society circles. Her network even included famous actors, and she successfully ran these operations seamlessly across 3 major cities, Karachi, Lahore, and Islamabad.
Part 3. Always one step ahead. So even when the anti-narcotics force busted a major supply run in the Karangi industrial area, seizing huge amounts of drugs and catching her associates, Pinky herself just vanished. But it wasn't just evasion, it was active taunting. We have leaked audio clips that give us a window into this chilling arrogance. In one recording, she's actually actively mocking the police, telling them, "Your brains are in your knees." She gloats about fooling them for 15 years, laughing that when the officers eventually retire, they'll call her up just to laugh about how they could never catch her. Wild, right? The really crucial point here is that her confidence totally bordered on megalomania. She was so sure of her empire's resilience that she actually broadcasted a corporate-style contingency plan to her clients. In another leaked audio, she calmly breaks down the protocol,
Step 1, if she goes missing or dies. Step 2, a male associate will immediately take over her exact phone number. And Step 3, the gold brand will continue to serve them without any interruption. She literally designed the network to outlive her.
But the business wasn't just about selling, it was about brutal enforcement. The stakes escalated dramatically on May 5th. A young man, aged between 25 and 30, was found dead in the Lahore area, and in his pocket was a box with a terrifying note left by the killers. It read, "Queen Madam Pinky Dawn, name is enough, enjoy." This brazen calling card led police to file a Section 302 murder charge on May 7th, directly linking her empire to cold-blooded killing.
Part 4. The System Exposed. Now, her eventual capture didn't just take a criminal off the streets, it exposed the deep, systemic rot that allowed her to thrive in the first place. After her name finally popped up during the investigation of the Arshman narcotics case, she knew the heat was on. So she fled Karachi for Lahore to let things cool down. But she didn't just hide. She set up and ran a secret hidden laboratory, using multiple SIM cards registered in Lahore but linked to Karachi addresses to keep her network alive. Ultimately, her run ended not in a massive high-speed chase, but when she was captured by police at a night party in Lahore.
But the details surrounding her arrest, that is where things get incredibly murky. During a week of interrogation in Lahore, sources state she outright confessed to having significant political support. There are even rumors that she married a police officer while hiding out in Lahore, and when she was finally brought to the police station in Karachi, there was magically zero CCTV footage of her arriving, staying, or leaving. The official reason given, a highly convenient, remarkably well-timed power outage. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. To make matters worse, a second video surfaced online showing police officers acting way more like welcome guests at a house rather than officers executing a raid. Impartially speaking, looking at the facts, these systemic failures strongly point toward inside help.
Honestly, the only reason we know about any of this is public pressure. The immense public backlash and outrage from that initial 12-second VIP video was just too loud to ignore. The noise went so high up the chain that it forced the Sindh Interior Minister and the Inspector General to take strict, immediate notice. They ordered the immediate suspension of the Garden Police Station SHO, the investigating officers, and the constables who were involved in giving her that VIP treatment. So, where are we now? Right now, Pinky is on a 3-day physical remand. A special task force and the anti-narcotics force have stepped in for deeper interrogation into her vast network. But as we step back and look at the sheer depth of her connections, the missing CCTV footage, and her 15-year untouchable reign, it leaves us with one critical, lingering question. Is the Queen Pin truly facing justice, or did the system just sacrifice a pawn to protect a much larger, darker secret? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and we will catch you on the next one.